looking forward to getting healthy here in spring, getting some at-bats in.
I'm Eric Heiss with the MLB.com FastCast. Adrian Gonzalez reported to spring training camp on Wednesday, apparently wanting to give his new mates a good first impression as he arrived more than a week earlier than position players are supposed to report on February 17th. The 28-year-old first baseman participated in some drills and was able to do everything but hit because of an October procedure that cleaned out his labrum in his non-throwing shoulder. The slugger is expected to start swinging on March 1st. Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Ross Ohlendorf won his arbitration hearing on Wednesday and will make a little over $2 million next season. Ohlendorf went 1-11 with a 4.07 ERA in 21 starts for the Bucs in 2010. Ohlendorf's case was the first held so far. Some other players possibly heading toward a meeting include James Loney, Jose Bautista, and Josh Hamilton. MLB.com analyst Jim Duquette explains how these arbitration hearings can sometimes be uncomfortable for the team and players.
When you're the team, you have to bring up a lot of the negatives, a lot of the areas that maybe you don't want the player to hear, but the player is in the room, and you certainly risk when you're exposing the negatives of any type of player. You risk him having a bad season or concentrating more on the negative than the positive. You kind of look at it as your own personal evaluation, but it's out in the room in front of about 12 to 14 different people, including 3 arbiters. So even though the player ends up winning, he ends up seeing some of the negative side of what the team has thought of him.
For more on these stories and to see an inside look at New York Yankees fantasy camp, stay locked to MLB.com. It's baseball everywhere.